Hello everyone. With inexhaustible generosity, nature definitely offers beautiful creatures whose beauty continues to inspire admiration from humans. The beauty of certain creatures harmonizes so well with their apparent innocence that they reveal a natural aesthetic coherence where the presence of danger seems unthinkable. But in this play of appearances, the possibility that beautiful creatures are dangerous or even lethal, and that the tiny one may be a deposit of great danger, cannot be excluded. Obviously, if one abandons oneself to the cult of beauty in nature, one tends to ignore great deadly perfidies. Make yourself comfortable and prepare for the discovery of 10 innocent-looking creatures you should be wary of. Lampreys, or Petromyzontidae, are a class of fish without movable jaws. In addition to their anguilliform body composed of cartilage, lampreys are further distinguished by their suction mouth. And unlike most fish, their viscous skin has no scales. The sea lamprey and river lamprey, although they are the only two anadromous species in existence, differ in their morphology and coloring as well as in the shape of their mouth discs. In general, lampreys, in the adult stage, are external parasites of species such as cod and salmon. To feed on the blood and body fluids of their prey, these aquatic vampires attach themselves to their prey with their suction mouth and sharp teeth. In fact, the blood-clotting inhibiting properties of their saliva makes it easier for them to suck it out. Although lampreys do not pose a great risk to humans, it is nevertheless important to note that their bite is not particularly pleasant. Also, exceedances of the European regulatory limits for mercury have been detected in these aquatic animals. Reduvidae are insects of the suborder Heteroptera. They are predators of arthropods. However, some reduvids are characterized by an obligatory hematophagous diet. In addition, they are harmful to human health because they are potential vectors of the pathogen responsible for Chagas disease. By the way, this parasitic disease occurs mainly in rural areas of the southern United States in southern Argentina. Then, population migration and blood transfusions played a decisive role in the spread of the disease. Moreover, the risk of contracting the parasite through a bite from this insect is far from reality, since the droppings accompanying the bite are the cause of the infestation. Indeed, the inoculation of the parasite is then done through an open wound, especially through the eyes or mouth. Unfortunately, no vaccine against this disease has been developed to this date. On the surface, this small frog with large round black eyes seems harmless. Yet the terrible Phyllobates, which scientists call Phyllobates terribleus, is one of the most venomous animals in the world. At present, these amphibian species are endemic to the rainforest on the Pacific coast of Colombia. Easily recognizable by its uniform coloration, which clearly distinguishes it from its congeners in the Dendrobates family, the Phyllobates terribleus is designated as the most dangerous Dendrobates because of its high toxicity. Its poison is 200 times more potent than morphine, so much so that a single individual could kill a dozen humans. Known as botulism, its venom, secreted by glands under the skin, can infect humans through simple skin contact. Then, because of a normal reaction of the body, intense burns can be triggered and last for several hours. Once done, its venom quickly penetrates the blood and muscles, and with a long exposure, it causes paralysis before causing death. This blood-sucking insect is only found in certain parts of Africa. Paradoxically, in this species, even the males bite humans, whereas, in principle, only the female needs blood to feed the larva of her eggs in many other flies. Also known as Glossina, the tsetse fly is the main vector of a parasitic protozoan that causes sleeping sickness. Otherwise known as human African trypanosoma, this disease is one of the tropical diseases affecting the poorest populations. It is often fatal or at least causes a state of apathy accompanied by low productivity. Characterized by fever, joint pain, and damage to the central nervous system, sleeping sickness transmitted by the bites of the tsetse fly can be fatal if not diagnosed and treated in time. The only way to prevent or reduce the transmission of the disease is to control tsetse flies or to prevent contact between humans and the vector. But according to a recent study, these insects, which feed exclusively on blood and give their young a mixture of proteins similar to mammalian milk, could themselves stop the disease from which they originate. Protein analyses performed in tsetse milk reveal important similarities with those found in mammalian milk, a fact that shows how lactation is a critical aspect of mammalian biology and, according to the authors of the study, studying these insects will provide new data on other species. Sometimes nicknamed sea wasps, box jellyfish owe their name to the cubic shape of their head. With their slender tentacles, these aquatic animals do not look particularly formidable. However, simple contact with them can be fatal. In fact, the term box jellyfish covers several species that vary in size. While some are only a few centimeters long, others can grow up to 3 meters, tentacles included. Box jellyfish are known for the extremely powerful venom produced by certain species such as Chironix fleckeri, Carukia barnesi, and Malo kingi. Considered to be the most venomous on the planet, box jellyfish, which frequent the waters of the Indo-Pacific basin, and particularly the coasts of northern Australia, produce a neurotoxin so powerful that their venom can kill a human in a matter of minutes. The secret of their danger lies in the powerful toxins contained in their venom. These substances attack the heart, nervous system, and skin cells. Prolonged contact with a jellyfish can easily lead to cardiac arrest within minutes. The marbled cone is a gastropod mollusk of the family Conidae. It is on the coral reefs of the Indo-Pacific region in shallow water that the risk of encountering this shellfish can occur. This kind of snail is venomous, which means that it can use its venomous apparatus for defensive purposes as well as to kill its prey. Its venom is one of the most formidable in the marine world. The name, cone snails, refers to the marble-like designs of the shell. This carnivorous predator has a thin trunk armed with a harpoon, itself equipped with hollow, open teeth through which the venom can flow. Its wound is very painful and causes numbness and rapid swelling around the wound. This particular venom contains active chemicals that can kill a man in 2 hours. The bite of this snail may show immediate signs or a delay of several days. Following this poison, intense pain, tingling, numbness, and swelling begin. The most severe cases in individuals have resulted in changes in vision, respiratory failure, and muscle paralysis. 30 deaths have been recorded due to the bite of the marble cone snail. This poison still has no antidote or remedy to combat it. Freshwater snails are species of pulmonary snails that live all over the world. These gastropod mollusks are carriers of a parasitic disease, bilharzia. This disease is also known as snail fever. The World Health Organization estimates that more than 200,000 deaths annually, mostly in developing countries, are caused by animals. Like some parasites, the schistosomiasis responsible for bilharzia requires an intermediate host before becoming infectious. In nature, freshwater snails are necessary to maintain the life cycle of this parasite before releasing it into the water. It is by bathing that we can be infected by the larva. A few minutes of bathing is enough for the larva to penetrate through the skin. The blue-ringed octopus is found in the tropical and subtropical waters of Australia. It owes its name to the bright blue rings that appear all over its body when it feels threatened. Its visual performance enables it to identify its prey even at night. Its deformable body and its ability to mimic its environment allow it to hide in the narrowest cracks. From its scientific name Hopalochlana maculosa, this animal is one of the most dangerous creatures in Australia and even in the world. This octopus secretes 2 types of poison from 2 separate venom glands used against prey and predators. Among the most virulent in the world, its salivary venom contains tetrodotoxin, a neurotoxin so powerful that it paralyzes a human before killing him in just a few minutes. To date, there is no specific antidote for its venom. The red lionfish is a highly venomous fish species of the Scorpionidae family. Because of its unusual appearance, this fish is referred to by various names such as scorpion fish or lionfish. The flying squid has become a significant invasive species in the western Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, and Gulf of Mexico regions, but has only become so in recent years. Still, the red lionfish is known for its powerful venom. Venom glands are located at the base of the spines of this species. By the way, the red lionfish has large spiny rays on the dorsal, anal, and pelvic fins. If the bite causes excruciating pain and inflammation in humans, it could be fatal in extreme cases. But, fortunately, the venom of this fish can lose its properties through a heat source because it is thermolabile. These beautiful frogs, which inhabit the world's rainforests, are all poisonous in the wild. From the Dendrobatidae family, their fingers are equipped with adhesive discs, which allow them to climb and live in trees 30 meters high. Although these small amphibians hold the world record for the most powerful poison, they are not all deadly. Indeed, their level of dangerousness varies greatly depending on their species and their different geographical populations. The mucus covering the skin of some Dendrobatid would be enough to kill 10 people alone. Some snakes are immune to their venom thanks to a special protein in their body. Aware of the virulence of this poison, the Amazonian Indians coat their famous stings with blowpipe during hunting. So, it seems reasonable to conclude that the beauty of nature can be fatal and that the most dangerous creatures are particularly beautiful and small. In the world of creatures, therefore, caution is an inescapable requirement. Now that you know which harmless-looking creatures are to be avoided, tell us which of them do you find the most fearsome?